Alright, guys, welcome back to another reaction video. My name is James.
Ninetailedbrush.
And today we're going to be watching another video game cinematic. We're doing a few other different things besides League of Legends. You guys suggested this in the comments, the Star Wars Old Republic cinematics. So I've actually seen these. It's from, I think, one of the old, I don't even know exactly what it's from. I think like an old Star Wars game, like Star Wars The Old Republic. So it's like before...
I've heard of the Old Republic.
Yeah,
it's an MMORPG, I think.
Yes. So like there's a bunch of cinematics from the game. I think there's 3, so we're going to be watching them in order for the next three consecutive weeks is like our gaming cinematics. You've never seen these, right?
No.
I saw these a really long time ago, like kind of out of context. They're just really cool, especially if you know Star Wars and kind of the Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
You can kind of pick up on a little bit of the story just kind of by context.
Okay.
But obviously, feel free to fill us in on the actual story in the comments. Like I said, we're going to be watching all 3 of the Star Wars Old Republic cinematics. Today, we're going to be watching the Old Republic Return cinematic trailer, and let's just get into the video. And I believe there's actually a Star Wars show that's going to be taking place in this time period, supposedly.
Okay, crazy.
Which is, got people very excited.
Korriban, ancient birthplace of the Sith. We believed ruins were all that remained of their evil empire.
Some pretty dope animation to start with.
No, yeah.
Innocent. You were smuggling Sith artifacts, Captain. Fine, keep the artifacts. Just give me back my ship. Eyes front. Satia, what's wrong?
I sense it.
So these are like Jedi.
Yeah, Jedi, and then you have like a smuggler who just got arrested.
Uh-oh.
Ancient birthplace of the Sith.
Whoa.
Sith Empire has returned. We must warn
Is he,
He's the same creature as one of the 6 Jedi that go to take in Palpatine.
Station defense is free. All hands evacuate.
Oh yeah. Let's go.
Oh, snap. So they're like... Who exactly are they
miniguns?
fighting against? Like, people?
The Sith Empire looks like it. Oh yeah.
Oh, snap. What the heck is
Got
that?
droids. She's got a double-sided blue lightsaber. It's so sick.
My ship. Will she fly? She's not pretty. She's tough.
Uh-oh. Oh, this has gotta be the Sith.
Your ship.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Reusing Duel of Fates, but who cares?
T7, cut the iron cannons.
Oh, snap,
Oh dang.
dude.
It's a 2-on-2 fight. Isn't this
Yo, why
lightsaber
is
fighting
this actually
sick?
so epic, bro?
Yes!
Oh, that was sick.
Ooh. Whew.
Go, Satil. You must walk a different path.
Oh, he's gonna be like dueling both of those?
Oh dang. It's so sick.
On those guns.
Oh, hey, at least they took out their ship.
Yeah.
Oh, sick. But he's probably gone.
Probably, but
He kind of sacrificed himself.
he's holding his
I mean,
own,
oh,
dude.
yeah, for sure. Oh! Oh, snap. Now he's got a power up. I don't know which one this is, like the apprentice or the Sith or the master or whatever. But
Yeah.
shoot.
That's so sick. Go.
They've escaped, Master. You failed.
No, Marcus. This is only the beginning.
Yes. After 1,000 years, Korriban is ours again. Welcome
yeah.
home.
Look at that shot. Wasn't that
Whoa,
sick?
that was super epic. Like, dude, honestly, that like that lightsaber fight was like
Oh, and that's
That
not
was
the half of it.
really
dude.
good.
That's not the half of it. There is more to come.
that's probably one of my top fights, bro.
Right?
That was so good. Like
Dude,
the
physics, the
choreography.
choreography.
Like the way that dude, the way that they were fighting, it was like so smooth and like cool. And it wasn't like you know how sometimes it could get a little too like flippy and stuff like that.
Yeah. Lucas went a little bit sometimes too far that direction.
Which honestly, like, it's fine.
I understand.
But like it's always cool to like have that like sort of that medium, like that right in the middle where it's like they're doing like sick moves, but there's still like purpose to them, you know?
Yes,
I feel
dude.
like that this fight like really had that, you know?
Yes.
That was really
and like some
good.
of the slow motion when he like
Oh, yeah.
chucks the lightsaber and stuff is really well done.
Yeah, it's cool. It's also cool to see like you know, just like them using the force.
Yeah.
But like kind of like they're not making it a huge deal. Like they're kind of just like doing it in between their like moves, you
Yes,
know? And you
yes.
can kind of see stuff, but you can also, you know, I don't know. You know how sometimes like people they kind of like slow it down so you can like tell like when certain things are happening. I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
when
yeah.
the fights are like fast paced to the point where it's like
Because it
yeah, you could kind of see like at times what's happening, but it's like
Yeah.
it's very, you know, like quick and like
well,
just
it makes
feels
you feel like they know what they're doing.
Yes,
because they're
exactly.
not pausing to be like, "Oh, look at this moment." They're just like, "No, I'm just gonna move
yeah,
this thing."
exactly.
Because like
yeah,
it's like when you look at a sports player who does like a crossover or something like that.
Yeah.
Like when you just do it without thinking,
Yeah.
you immediately as an audience are like, "Oh, you're really good."
Oh yeah. Like when he freaking did the lightning and he reflected it back, just like that really quick like moment. You know, they didn't have to like make it a big thing, but he just does that.
It's just powerful.
It makes
dude.
it makes it feel so like you know, like a high level fight or
And
something.
I really like now that we're watching a lot more cinematics, I really like that you can tell the story in 6 minutes. Like you're just kind of dropped in the middle of this and it's like, oh, they're at this Sith ancient site. Oh my gosh, the Sith are back after 1,000 years. This girl just loses her master and there's
Yeah.
this smuggler that she's now stuck with.
yeah.
And I think that's really cool. I think that's really well done.
Yeah. No, definitely. Yeah.
What do you think of the whole like Old Republic aesthetic?
Yeah, like so I have a lot of questions to be honest. So
Your comments fill us in really because I don't know a ton about the lore.
yeah, I mean, I'll ask you. I don't know, like how much you know, but like for one, whenever I think of like the Sith, I always think of like, you know, either the stormtroopers or the droids.
Yes.
You know, so before the droids, they had like
I think we're dealing with people.
a human
On
army
both
basically?
sides, I think. I don't think it's
Interesting.
clones. I think they're Republic troopers.
Yeah, that's also
as
that's my
well,
other question.
I think. Because I don't
Because
think...
did they have clones before? Because I feel like the clones was like the Clone War, right?
No, the
They
clone
did-
was like a revolutionary piece
Yeah.
of like technology. I mean, they had some droids, right? You saw some like droid-eka type droids.
Yeah.
But I think that like that's how people fought. Like I guess
Interesting.
up into when we see in the Clone Wars, it was like you have your human troops or you have your droid troops, and or a combination of the two.
That's interesting. Okay, that's cool
I
because
think, yeah.
Yeah, it's cool because I always think of like when you think of like the Republic and things like that, you always think of like clones.
I
right?
always think of clones, and when you think of the Empire, you think of stormtroopers. Like that's just kind of how you think.
Yeah, and when I saw the Republic soldiers or whatever, I was like, you know, I was thinking they're clones for a minute, you know, because they do look
and
like
they do
clones,
look a little like clones, yeah.
right? And so I was like, oh, but then I was thinking about it, and I was like, wait, did they have clones back then? Like, I wasn't
Not
sure.
really.
So
And even the stormtroopers, right? The stormtroopers aren't clones.
Mm-hmm.
There's a transition point that we don't really see. Maybe we end up seeing it in the Bad Batch, but at least in the movies, you don't really see. But those are
just people.
There's actually more people in Star
Yeah.
Wars than clones, frankly.
yeah.
I really like the aesthetic of like the Jedi. Like it looks almost like a fantasy game. It reminds me of medieval.
Yeah, it does.
Like,
it does.
like a Skyrim or something. Almost more like a magic fantasy. And I think seeing that as like the old Republic is really cool.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, just honestly, the design of all like everything, like the Sith, they look really cool. You know, the Sith always have that sort of like you know, of course they have that dark aesthetic, but they also like I feel like a lot of times they like wear masks and stuff. That's interesting. I wonder if there's some sort of I don't know.
I'm sure there is some sort of at least extended universe,
like something
lore
about
explanation.
masks or something.
I mean, there's so many cool like this is a little frustrating. I don't know a ton about the expanded universe, but some of the stuff that Disney took out of the expanded universe sucks because they came up with like these really cool like this is a total tangent, but I remember they came up with an explanation for why Sith lightsabers are red because they literally like make the kyber crystal bleed with hate. And I'm like, that's so cool. And then they just like, oh, extended universe doesn't count. And I'm like, is that still a thing? Like, that's the coolest. Like, that explains why Anakin's lightsaber is the same lightsaber, you know, or like, I just everything about it where it's like, well, why are they red? Do they pick a red light? Like, what if a Jedi gets a red lightsaber, but it's like their hate turns the kyber crystal red?
That's a really cool
like,
explanation.
That's so cool.
Because then it's like, well, because then it's like, well, why do all the Jedi have like blue and green? Because then it's like, what? Or did you just like the aesthetic? We're like bad, so we like the red, bro. You know, we like to be edgy.
And it's like stuff like that. Like there's so many things like that in the
that's
expanded
cool.
universe that like it's just kind of in this weird twilight ether because then Dave Filoni came in and started pulling it into like back in. And so people were like, wait, is that a thing? Like Boba Fett being alive was like total expanded universe. Like any hardcore like Star Wars fan was like, dude, there's a book about Boba Fett afterwards, and now it's like, dude, it's real. Like
that's so cool. I hope that kind of stuff like
I do too.
They make it like canon or whatnot.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, I mean the little stuff that like I when I was like doing the whole Boba Fett thing, I was like, it felt like there was like this entire whole thing, and I was like, you know, I'm not gonna get into
so much stuff,
dude.
Yeah.
That's
so yeah, anyway, like I said, we're going to be watching all three Old Republic cinematics. Next cinematic going up next Saturday. Let us know about lore, expanded universe, or otherwise. You know, let's have some Star Wars fandom in the comments down below. As always, thank you guys for joining us here. Thank you for watching. Feel free to throw some suggestions of other cinematics you want us to watch, Overwatch, Final Fantasy, something like that in the description or in the comments down below. And we'll see you all in the next video.